This is audible. Hello, on Zoom. Am I audible? Hello? Hello?
Yes, yes, Sharda.
Yeah. So I'm starting the session now. What is digital marketing? Now, in this session, we are going to see about the following points. That is, what is digital marketing? What are the benefits of digital marketing? What does digital marketing consist of? What is SEO? What is PPC? What is social media marketing? What is content writing? And how do you actually measure digital marketing? First, coming to the point, what is digital marketing? Though the product is very good, if you don't have the presence online, so you're losing the prospective customers. That is the main reason. Like now, later or already, you see that every company thinks about digital marketing. The main reason is the reach towards the prospective customers. Finding the leads is more easy. So you need not go there and then get your customer. That is the main reason everyone wants to get into digital marketing. So marketing is not sales. It is not selling. It is not asking the people to sell. It is only bringing awareness. If it is a product company, it is a consumer business. You want them to know. If you see an ad, suppose a Dove soap ad is there. So if you listen to that, you get that product. Mind is in such a way programmed that whatever it listens to it repeatedly, whatever it likes repeatedly, it remembers. So you want the people to remember your brand, the product, what you're selling. Suppose you're seeing an ad repeatedly about Dove, okay, and you got registered, and you have seen the ad and you like the ad. So the registering is different, product is different. How are you registering? When you see an ad, you should like, a person should that this. When you actually you will the other products because it is registered in your mind, you will ask for that product. There the selling happens. So you want everybody to register your company, your product. So that is marketing. So when you come to why now, is that every time we need digital marketing? Is there marketing no more, not there before? The thing is, it is there right from the beginning. So this is called the traditional marketing. How you bring awareness in about marketing before, like you see, radio, print media, TV, billboard, newspapers, magazines, all the pamphlets they give you the pamphlet. If you see the real estate, if you see the educational organization, still it is not dead. The traditional marketing is not dead. Though the digital marketing is there, still the traditional marketing runs. And it runs means once you know about that, you want to read it, you are there, the traditional marketing is there. But when the traditional marketing is there, why digital marketing now? Digital marketing, like we have seen before just now, it is an umbrella of the marketing, how you are going to do the services using internet, including mobile, including advertising, and any other digital media. You send an SMS, you send a Twitter post, you send a Facebook post, you work in print interest. These are all the media actually. How you are going to reach your customer. That's all. How you are going to reach people. That's all. And nowhere you are going to sell your product. Everywhere you are going to give awareness. Everywhere you are going to educate people about the product. Educate how it works. That is what is marketing. So where there are mass of people, there are too many people, you should be there. That is marketing. You should be there, and you should tell, you should educate, you should advertise your product very subtle way. Advertise in the sense you should not bang upon saying this is my product, you. No. It should be in such a way that they should like listening to you. So when will the people listen to you? When there is some advantage. When you're giving some advantage to them, they will listen to you. So how you're going to do it? So in digital marketing, this next one. So why? The why part is this. Like why we are doing digital marketing is the internet has changed the way of people, how they procure the information. The internet has changed the people, how they entertain themselves. The internet has changed the people, how they spend time with their friends. So there are most of, I don't say everybody has, but most of them have a Facebook page. Everybody gets update from the Google. They search for the products and they get updates from the net. So when you see in traditional marketing, you go to like the crowded areas or the stalls, the shopping malls, there you place your stall, you advertise. So where the people are there. So now where are the people? All the people are in Facebook or any social media. So there we want to be advertised. So when compared to the traditional marketing, digital marketing is more easier. You need less number of people. Number one point. And it is time and effort saving. You need not go there. You need not have many, like physically, you need not have your products displayed. Physically, you don't need anything. You need a system, you need an internet, you need techniques how to do. That is price. You can keep your own, but you can do only in the data, not in the data. So, and next one is, it is impactful. So if the person likes it, he will look at it again and again, again and again. Is it not? Okay, so it is, the impact is more. And real-time analysis. What is analysis? So you can see how many people are looking at your product, how many people really are interested, how many people asked for your products, what are the leads you're going to get. The measuring of analysis, measuring of marketing is more easier in digital marketing compared to traditional marketing. Traditional marketing, you need to make a note, and they may give you some people who come and look at your products and ask also, you don't have a note of it because they just go away. But in internet, whatever, if somebody clicks at your product, it is registered. You need not do on your own. Okay, that way it is more easier. So this is what this is the comparison actually. Why means when you come to why digital marketing, when you compare digital marketing, and so because why we are actually opting for, many companies, why they opt is it is economical, they have more guaranteed ROI that is written off in this. They are getting more in digital marketing. Now, what does digital marketing consist of? So these are the parts how you are going to do digital marketing. That is, one is branding. Using digital marketing, you can do branding. You can do social media posting in the social media, and email marketing, content marketing, video production, SEO, web design, SEM, app development. Each one is a very vast field. Nothing is small. Okay. If you look at the each part here, see, if you take branding, branding itself was what I was telling you, just you know about it. That is branding. Like how you did in the office. No? Everything, if you like, okay, in our office, we have done this. If you tell it to somebody, that is branding. If you are able to, means word to word, you tell about your company. You see that companies, they have run 5K run, 3K run. That's all branding. They don't get anything out of it. But it is branding. Everyone wear the company t-shirt and they run 5K, 10K. So everyone who sees this is the company. So you bring that presence by using this marketing techniques. Okay. Then the social media, like you post in Facebook and Twitter. You write what are the 4 things like which are most popular? LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter. One more is G+, Instagram. So these are all the latest, means which you can't avoid your presence. You have to be there. So each one is a like it is a very elaborate subject. Each one, everything like it needs hours together to be explained. Now email marketing. So, like what is email marketing? Like if you all open your inbox, you see a lot many more. We don't know how they have got your email, but still they give that advertisement to you. Okay, so that is email marketing. The same mail, they send it to some 4,000, 5,000 people. Like 1% or 2% response from that. So that is email marketing. How you do it is one big technique. Okay? Now, video production. What is video production? Like you have the YouTube. So everyone today have a YouTube channel. If you open YouTube, you can have your own personal channel. You can advertise. You can do whatever you are doing in YouTube. You can put it. Even you see nowadays all types of crafts, craft work, making flowers, making that, making this. Everything is a video. Nobody want to sit and read text. Nobody want to read that how to do, what to do. That's over now. Before we had that blogs, how to do, we'll go and search and we'll read and we'll learn. Now it is not the day. Now everyone wants just visual. Do it, show it, we'll do it. Nobody sits and write and read. That is gone. Still it's there, but still when it preferred, we click on videos. If you get it, it is the most easiest way. So YouTube channel is very, very impactful in the audience. Every technique, whatever you want to say, if you are able to say in the form of a video, you get more audience for your products. So next one is web design. So when it comes to digital marketing, the important tool is the website. Okay, we'll talk about that after some time. So app development. What is app development is? So we can also call it as enterprise mobility. Okay, in and large, in this picture it is given app development. So a company has what is called enterprise mobility. Enterprise mobility. Suppose you have even a banks. You need not go to a bank. You need not open in the website. They have an app. So everyone easily. So through the app you can enter whatever is required. And you get connected to the backend, and what simple things you want, you can do. So that is why all the apps, if it is consumable apps or the enterprise apps, it has become so popular because you can do you can accomplish what you want through your mobile, sitting in your place. You need not go anywhere. Okay, so we are also using the same thing even for digital. You see nowadays, no, if you recently Amazon, if you're using online, no, suddenly you get that download your app, Amazon app. For everything, or all the e-commerce sites, now they have apps. You need not go and enter their website name or open the website, nothing. You have an app downloaded and you can use that app for that. So that is app development. And for that also they have the optimization. That is also a big area where you can talk about. And SEM, search engine marketing. So this is also like you should optimize, and then you should do the marketing part using search engine optimization. Okay? So these are all the parts of digital marketing where you make your company online presence, get your leads, and change them. That converting them to prospective customers is very different. So all the techniques you can do by using digital marketing. Okay. Now, so these are all the how you are going to do digital marketing. So we have talked about online marketing. But you don't see any people anywhere. Okay? You are there, your system is there. But how are you going to reach? So these are the channels how you're going to reach people. That is, one is organic marketing, one is paid marketing, one is mobile marketing, and another is these are all channels how you're going to use. So when you come to the organic marketing, so this is free marketing actually. You made a free to anybody. So you directly you can do it from your system by using this direct traffic, SEO, social media, inbound marketing, and email marketing. So we'll come from direct traffic. So I will show you the pictures how to actually do. So you just understand that organic marketing is a free marketing, and paid marketing is you're going to pay like to the advertising company time. Then yes, hello. Okay. So mobile marketing using mobile ads, all these things, and analytics is you have a tool called Google Analytics, and we have many other tools called Marketo, all these things which you attach to your website, and with the analytics, who is coming to your website. And if you observe in Facebook, or if you have clicked any of the products, whichever site you go, they are after you. You have seen this, you have seen this, and you have seen this. Till you click on it, they are after you. So these are all the marketing techniques. Okay. The first and primary tool is the website. So what is a website? When you think about what is a website, if you go back to the traditional marketing, and if you have met with some person who is a business, he has his own. What will he do? While going, he'll give you a business card. Please come to our company, or he'll give you a brochure which has all the services and all those things. So he gives you a detail, and whenever you're free, you can open and you can see it. That is what is traditional marketing. When it comes to digital marketing, a website is an online brochure which is 24 hours on, 24/7 on. So when you open the website, you will have about us, about the company, about the services, about the products, and contact details, all their branches, and whatever they are doing, and the updating. So this is a website. So first and primary tool is the company should have a very good website, strong website. First point. Okay, and who is going to where are we actually placing it? Who is going to search? So where we are searching, there are like you are searching when you have uploaded your website. So even we are having suppose we are selling some soaps. There are number of companies. There are 10 or 20 or 30 or 100 companies who are making these soaps. And everybody know about digital marketing. Everybody has their website. Whose website is going to come on the first page? So to come on this. So when you see this picture, the first part you will see on Google, there will be three, and this side on the right side, these are all paid ads. If you pay money to Google and have your ads called the Google ads, AdWords. If you create your AdWords, your ad will appear on the blue side. And what is organic search? Organic search is all the people who do in the free advertising. Means if you have your website and if you optimize it, there is one step which is called search engine optimization. And it has two parts. One is optimize it in your website, optimize it in the social media. So what is optimizing in your website? How will you get into this place? This is called ranking, Google ranking. So the first 3 pages are called organic listing, organic ranking. So when you want to, if you see down, you have a big, scroll of pages, 30, 40, sometimes thousands of pages of the same search. So everybody is doing the same business, and you have such a lot of companies. We are selling the same product, but if you have your own experience, you will always select from the first page, right? Yes. So if you don't find it, you go to the second page. Max, you'll go to the third page. After that, we are not going to see. So those 3 pages are called the organic pages. So to rank in these 3 pages, there are 200 plus options which you should follow. And nobody knows. Google always keeps this as a secret. They will not tell you, do this, then you will be ranked. No. You should work, and then only on your own experience you have to bring your website to this ranking. So,
right in the top there, below that search box.
Yeah.
You see the number of.
Yeah, number of results, that is.
What is it?
It means that there is a search. We have given search engine optimization. Now.
Hi, Sharda, may I interject?
Yeah.
Okay. To the question that somebody asked, what are those results? What does that number?
Yeah.
Those are the number of web pages Google identified for the keyword that we entered. Here, the keyword is search engine optimization, and Google found out close to around 30 million,
Some
30 million
30
results
million
for
results.
that keyword.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bravo, I
that's
think
precisely.
Yeah,
this is the complete website search SEO all works on the concept of keywords. Okay. So it all searches for the words what the user is entering on the search bar. So whatever you are entering is tracked. Outside, if you ask, it is not tracked. But in a search engine, if you enter A and leave it also, it will be entered and it will be registered. So the backbone of this optimization is keywords. Completely what the person is going to search, on that basis we have the keywords. Using these keywords only, the people make the AdWords, means advertising, that I showed you, blue part. So these also will be the words from where we have a tool which is called AdWords in Google, where you open, you can see all the words what the people are searching for. From there you can select the words and use it as your advertising words. So how is SEO done? So as I told you, there are 200 plus factors where Google will examine you. SEO depends on many algorithms created, and 82% of the searches are organic. As I told you, free. Most of it is not paid. Everything is free only if it is relevant. Then it will give. SEO increases the leads and brand authority. SEO takes a good time and effort. So if you are starting SEO today, by tomorrow you will not get any. Minimum time is 3 months, 4 months. We have to optimize the website on page and off page. Suppose you want a keyword, health insurance or something. So that word should be there on your website. So one more important point to note is, how does Google work? There are 200 factors. Though nobody knows what are the algorithms, how Google actually evaluates your website, there is one thing which Google always thinks is, it is mostly gives importance for its users. Even if there is one user, that website is there, that blog is there. So it always sees that, are you giving what the user wants? Suppose you are giving life insurance and it is a very big keyword everybody is using, and if they come to your page and you don't write anything about the life insurance, the page will be answered. And one more point is plagiarism. What is plagiarism? Suppose you have a competitor who has ranked for, and they have excellent content. They have written nice stories and everything is very attractive and people are going to it. So it is very easy to copy that and paste it in your. That was the thing which was happening till I think 2011. So Google Panda and there are two things which Google has introduced. If you plagiarize, if you copy, and if you copy paste somebody's website, I think in 2013, I think it blacklisted a number of websites. It will not be listed. It is removed. Once you are blacklisted, you will not be in the search, and there are so many penalties you have to face. So copy pasting is the biggest offense in Google. So you should be plagiarism free. So you should not copy this. That is number one point. Though somebody is getting many clicks, you can rewrite it, you can rephrase, but you should not copy. If you copy it, you are blacklisted and you are removed from your ranking. There are so many websites in 2013 who were ranking 1, who were removed, who were ranked 9 or 20 or 20. It took a time again to come back. That time I was there, I saw that. Okay. So the pay-per-click marketing. So I showed the ads which you see this side. You pay and you create these ads, and somebody clicks that ad, then only you will pay for them. Sometimes it is 1 rupee, sometimes it is 6 rupees, sometimes it is 10 rupees. So it looks advantageous, but somebody for casually they can click it. They may not buy anything, but you are charged heavily. Okay? But you get a click without doing all the marketing, social media, online website, all these things. Okay? But we should remember that everything works on the concept of keywords. These are the keywords. Buy one, get one free. This is like what do you say? Everybody knows that word. Okay, they understand that word. You can cache it. So these type of words they keep. When you observe the ads on the right side, every word is a keyword. Means a catchy word which the audience use that. It is nothing. It is means it is analyzed a lot and written this. You have only 3 lines in that. In the 3 lines, you should tell what you say. Some 25 characters will be there. In that, you should finish what you say. You cannot be elaborate. You cannot be long. It will just truncate what you have. Okay. Now, how do PPC work? This is what I told you. Use the Google Ads where you can write your ads and send it. And there's a technique like where you can write all these three lines and then you get that ad. Okay. The benefits of PPC, it is fast, measurable, and you get all these things. I think we discussed on this. Now, what are the disadvantages? Like I told you, somebody may click it for fun, but still you have to pay. Suppose you keep your ad and you only keep clicking on, it is charged. So domain age, one point which I'd like to tell you is domain age plays a role. So when you see the domain, what is domain age? Suppose you go to a, I think you see all this Allen Solly and then some brand, all the fabrics, what they sell, these t-shirts, Park Avenue, since 1951, since 1957, since so many years we are here. Why do they say that? That is, as soon as you see that, you feel, you build your trust on that company. Is it not? If you feel that this is a trustworthy company, they are not going to remove it. They are here for so many years. Well, if a company can withstand a market only when they maintain the quality. They run for the trend. They withstand the trend. They can challenge. They can withstand the challenges. They upgrade themselves. These are all the points where the company can stand in the market. So that is why the established date is displayed there. So Google also, once you open the website, how many years are you maintaining this website here? If it is 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, then it is authority. So this website is trustworthy. So giving a trustworthy, there are many points how you get trustworthy for your website. That is one point. And another point is you can get links from somebody. You can give comments from somebody. All those things. Right? So I would like to tell you. So these are all the what do you say? It takes long time. What is that gestation period? That's what I was saying. You need to wait to get. So I think we are done with that. Now, so these are the social media marketing. So in social media marketing, in Facebook, Pinterest nowadays, so many are using. I think Instagram, the latest one. Everybody is Instagram more than in this. And Twitter and LinkedIn. So when you go to LinkedIn, I would like to talk about the LinkedIn. In LinkedIn, like a person has a profile, even companies have their profile. And it needs to be always updated with the number of employees and what they do. And every event happens in the company, it should be updated in the LinkedIn. Because the same person, I'm the same in Facebook, I'm the same in LinkedIn. But the mindset when you go to Facebook is different. The mindset when you are in LinkedIn is different. You should observe that. When you are in LinkedIn, your mind is completely professional. You think about jobs, you think about the company atmosphere, what is the other company. We are not thinking about the fancy things like you see in Facebook. Okay, so updating the company profile, updating the events in LinkedIn, it happens. If you go to any website, if you want to know about any company, go to LinkedIn. Open their company page. You will see the company, how it is working. What are the latest events? Where they have participated? What are the if they have participated in some shows or trade events? Everything will be updated. If they have upcoming events, also will be updated in LinkedIn. We are going to participate so else. So it gives like it the audience, whoever is following this company, they get a picture about this company. So that is how LinkedIn works. Even your profile, somebody searches for you, always be updated. The same thing works for the company also. Okay? So when it comes to Facebook, in Facebook also you have this paid ads. Like many of us, we don't use that because we're not a company. No, we are personally we don't use it. So if you pay and then you have a company page for that, you can send out paid ads for relevant people. Suppose you're always searching about saris, like it's my case. If you are always searching about some saris or something, whoever is selling the same products, as soon as they send a paid ad, it will come to you. That is how it works, and it also has the same analytics. You can see how many people. There is a difference. One is, even if you just see, don't click anything. If you just see also, it is noted. It is called an impression. Okay. So how many impressions your ad had? How many clicks your ad had? How many people actually approached you? That is the lead generation. Okay. So nowadays G Plus is not that famous. Okay, it was some time ago. Google Chrome is famous, but G Plus I don't think many of them are comfortable because of that circle, some confusion. I don't know. And coming to Twitter. Yes. Am I long? Okay. So, so Twitter. If you see Twitter, all the time, everything in 140, I think in 140 characters, right? It is a short snippets. You write that, and it is so attractive that people go to that Twitter. The Twitter posts are in a company like from morning. There are timings like when Twitter posts are done. Morning, afternoon, or evening 5 o'clock is an ideal time. Everyone wants to be relaxed. They want to see. So there are timings like Indian time, US time. So both the timings match at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. Everyone is like US time, they are awake and they want to see, and Indian time they. So 5 o'clock is the ideal time where Twitter posts are mostly uploaded. So you can see like in Twitter nowadays, like there are not many changes in Twitter. You can add your pictures, you can add links, you can do many other things. In Twitter, again, you can go to the analytics part and check how many impressions, how many clicks, how many, these two things you are going to check. Every month you have that analytics, data analytics. You compare it with the previous month. Is anybody looking at it? But when it comes to social media, being continuously online is more important. If you want it to be impacted, it should continuous posting is important. Okay, all the social media work on the same point. If you are there, always you are remembered. If you are not there, you are forgotten. You can see that. And it is all counted with the number of people following you. In Twitter also you have followers. In Facebook also you have followers. Now, how many people are following you? Will see. Following in the sense they are interested in knowing what are the updates you are presenting. Okay. Now, in all the things, okay, let me go to. So this is all social media. What are the advantages? Like increase the brand awareness. So how do we get awareness? Like in Twitter, it is people. In Facebook, it is people. In LinkedIn, it is people. You're telling to so many people about your brand in different way. Daily, you're telling some new story. So they want to listen to you. So you keep them attracted. You keep them engaged with your words, with your talk, with your text. So all the time it is words, words, and words. What you're going to give. Okay. And more inbound traffic. What is inbound traffic? So if you in a traditional market, you take the product and go to the people. But if it is inbound, if it is online, people will come to you. That is, if you see an e-commerce site, we are not going to the customer. They will come to us. So that is called inbound marketing. Okay? If your marketing is effective, the inbound marketing will increase. Okay. Now, improve search engine rankings. That is what I was telling you, ranking. Ranking 1, 2, 3, 4. The first page, second page, third page. How you are going to increase. If you stop this social media, if you stop this, all this thing, your ranking will come down. So you should be regular, you should be daily posting to get into that ranking. And what more? higher conversion rates. So it will take time. Conversion rate is you should get a lead, then the customer should ask for the product and they should close that deal. So that all. But the first step is how you go with the social media. And better customer satisfaction. So nowadays we have all this artificial intelligence where you can talk online, you can give your apps, okay, chatbots, all these things. Improve brand loyalty. The more you go to the people, the more you tell them, the more the people understand. I think all of you know that Lifebuoy advertisement, Nirma advertisement. So that is like, but still from that day to this day, the same ad, same product, but still it goes on because it has been registered in the mind. Repeatedly they tell them, this is Lifebuoy, this is Lifebuoy. Okay? That is what is marketing, branding. Okay. Now, more brand authority. As I told you, since 1951. So you are registering, you are there and leading. So when you buy a product to some person in a stall, no, you're not very trusted. These people are not here. Tomorrow, if I come to exchange, they're not here. So that is what your Google also thinks. Are you going to be there? If you are there for 2-3 years, your ranking will increase. As soon as you upload your website, it will not increase. So even when we are buying a product online, e-commerce, anywhere, we are going to see the brand authority. So these people are trustworthy or not. Okay. Now, what are the negative parts? Negative feedback, potential for embarrassment, and time intensive. Now, what is negative feedback? They are very easy now. People directly, they won't come and tell you negative things in trade, in the real time, in traditional market. But in online, they just bash you, whatever it is, you get the negative. And embarrassment, like you are online, if anything negative goes, the same impact, everyone will be, and time intensive, that it takes time, more time. Now, what is content writing? So why do we, so I was telling you, web pages, website, once you are uploaded, you cannot all the time edit it. So you make the editing also, it takes some time to upgrade. So in this also, you have to optimize it with your keywords, write it. Like if a keyword is there, suppose I told you life insurance is a keyword. You cannot write 100 times in that. Okay. That is again spam. They will remove your website. So there is a percentage. It is called keyword density. There is a level like I think 2%. 2% in the sense in 100 words, you can use it twice. If you have a 500 words, 5 use it 10 times you can use. Not that you will write 100 times. So that is one, keyword density. So keeping in mind, and plagiarism, what I told you, you should not copy paste. Keeping all this in mind, you should write attractively in your website. So content writing is the thing like where you write all these things, okay, with your keywords. Now, in a website, once you have written your products, you have written your services, you have written contact us, you have written what you want. What will you do more? There's nothing. So every day you want to upload something. So there is a place which is called blog writing. So you have a product. If you want somebody to buy your product, you should educate the audience. Educate in the sense, suppose, okay, this is online education. So we have written about automatic workflows. If you see in our website, so we will not tell anything about our product there. We'll tell what is automatic, what is automated workflows. So if you use our product, what will be the advantage? Why we have used it? In what way it can impact? So such type of story we will tell them. So every week you should get the audience to your website. Then only you will be ranked. Why will the people come to you? If you give something, they will come. So this is what we are going to do. We are going to educate them about each and every aspect. Daily, every week, one. So you will register in their mind that if you go to this website, you will get some information. For information, always the users will come to the website. If you have your own personal experience, if you want something, you go there. You remember the website, what they will be uploading. Is it not? So in the same way, if your website should be active, you want the active users, always add blogs, always educate. Means tell something, tell information about your services, your products, how it can help you. Okay? Not that we are not going to reveal any secrets of business, but we will tell them, like, if you use this, your business, it will be useful. In what way it will be useful, and how you can approach us. All the time you have to write. So that is one, blog writing, website pages. And one more thing is, if a person will click on your website and ask you what is a link, it is called a link. So how are you going to continue with them? So for them, we give what is called a white page. Suppose you are talking about security testing. So you tell just one blog you have written, and then he has come. What is security testing? How do you do? So you will write everything about security testing. What are the advantages, disadvantages? And if you overlook security testing, what are the disadvantages? Why you should take it seriously? So 4 or 5, it will be a very long one, that is called a white page. Still, if he is interested, then you can consider that it is going to be a prospective customer, which we can think of conversion. Okay? So content marketing is that strong. So every time you're going to play with words, keywords. So benefits of online marketing over offline, like we were seeing, we can target the interested customers. The ROI is more. First point is the ROI is more, and on specific cost. So 24 hours, 24/7 you can do. Morning one resource will work, evening another resource will work. So, and last point is, it is fully under your control. That is location, budget, and time. So you can also target location wise. It is called local SEO, where you can only target a local market, so that you know these people, you are aware like what are their interests, how it is, how you can impact them. That is called local SEO. That also you can. So the conclusion. So finally, we can say that online marketing is very, very important for a business to flourish. So the main reason is all the people are on the internet, and they like to use internet for various reasons. Let it be business, let it be entertainment, let it be like online presence, let it be e-commerce. But for some reason or the other, people are on the net. And latestly, people are on the mobile. So you cannot overlook these two things, being on internet, being on mobile. So finally, this is what is digital marketing. Hope you all enjoyed it.
Thank you, Shraddha.
Any questions from the Zoom?